Hey everyone, Quintet Epic here with a lore drop of a game I have been thoroughly enjoying, and that is Aliens Dark Descent. While people will tell you where they are, I have not seen the actual data paths shown on a video. And read, if there is, then sorry, I'm dumb. Anyways, with that being said, we will be covering the lost data paths of the Team of Dead Hills, the first location you visit after the intro of the game, and at the end, like my last video, I will make a chart connecting them if they are mentioned at all in the logs. I will read them a bit out of order than the list from the game itself, and instead read them by relevance. For example, Kaya Souza, I butcher the names, don't worry about that. The sheriff has 3 logs and 3 pertain to the sheriff's office. But I would also include Brockman's in the middle of her 3 logs because it pertains to the sheriff's office as well. So she'll do log 1, he will do log 2, and then she will do 3 and 4. With that being said, let's get on with what is the Dead Hills. The in-game description is as follows. It is a colony that lives up to its name, was promised a bright future. Dead Hills brutally collapsed with the veins of Tramonite on which it was built, turned out to be thinner than anticipated. Since the place has tried to survive with a bit of breeding and improvised repair shops. What kind of breeding? Don't ask me. Log 1. Terminal Correspondent Sheriff's Office Number 1. Kaya Souza. Still no trace of Zales or Michael Hamilton, but there's a new factor in play. Deputy Ginsberg was attacked and killed on the perimeter last night. No clue what did it, there wasn't enough left of Ginsberg to tell us much. But it was fast enough to surprise an armed deputy without him getting off a shot and strong enough to gut him to the spine. I've been walking these parts for 10 years and I've never seen anything in these hills capable of doing that to a man. It got me thinking about our recent disappearances, and I don't have much hope that it will be seeing these folks again. If there is something out in the hills, we need to find it and kill it before more lives are lost. And I can't hunt it down alone. Consider this a formal request for additional manpower. The data work will be in the system within the hour, but I want to let you know it's coming. Come on, Hank. I know things have been weird between us since New Year's, but good people are dying out here. Terminal Correspondence, Sheriff's Office Number 2. From Deputy Brockman Ginsberg to Sheriff Kaya Souza. Stop by the Hamilton's place like you suggested, and I don't know what to make of it. Stella figured her husband hasn't been home since he checked out the old power transfer station at the farm's boundary. But she ain't what I'd call rational. Keeps muttering about something scrabbling around in the farmhouse walls. When I told her it was likely rats, her eyes went all wild. I reckon she was about to attack me, but she went and thought better of it. I think we might have to consider the possibility that old Michael might have one marital quarrel too many, if you catch my drift. But I'll take a wander over to the transfer station, see if there's anything out there worth seeing. Terminal Correspondence, Sheriff's Office Number 3. Sheriff Kaya Souza to Deputy Larry Miller. Do me a favor, will you? See if you can keep Torrance out of Marie's. He started another brawl last night, running his mouth about all manner of things I refuse to repeat. Guy's got a death wish. And we've got enough trouble around here without another corpse on our hands. Sheriff's Office Number 4. From Deputy Brockman Ginsberg to Sheriff Kaya Souza. Put that four-gill kid in the cells like you said, always knew he was a bit strange, but mutilating cattle, that's beyond the pale. Even for a dirt grubber like him, he's still jawing about his innocence. But that's not a surprise. He can at least come up with a proper story. I mean, who's going to believe his blarney about a worm with teeth? The cells are too good for him. Terminal Correspondence, Maintenance Number 1. From Foreman First Class Thomas Bouchier to Maintenance Division 4. Ain't no other way to put it. The Ragger Heights storage facility is screwed 6 ways from Sunday. There's only so much quake proofing that can be put in place, and the tectonic plates in these parts are real ordinary cusses. One good trimmer, and we're back to square one. The only upside to this mess is the facility was already mothballed, likely saved more than a few lives. Terminal Correspondence, Maintenance Number 2. From Technician First Class Emily Trainer to Supervisor Harrison Tolliver. We got some kind of strange residue building up in the lower vents. I sent Gotham to take a look, but he flat out refused. Said it gave him the creeps. Then again, he's always been claustrophobic. Shouldn't even be on the maintenance crew at all, but it's not like we have many candidates around here. I'll give him a talking to, and if that doesn't work, I'll deal with the matter myself. Private Log, Eric Gardner. Personal Journal, Eric Gardner. Finally set up a meeting with Joseph, and I'll get to see if he walks as good as he talks. I surely hope so, because if there really is an unworked Tremonut seam down in the old mine, then it'll be saving the grace this town desperately needs. It'd be a big old feather in my cap as well. Aren't many who take a farmer from a rundown old township like Dead Hill seriously, but once the Tremonite starts flowing again, well, the only way is up. Let's hope Joseph's survey maps are everything he's made them out to be. Terminal correspondence mine worker from Eric Gardner to Sheriff Kaya Souza. I'm telling you, I'm leaving, Kaya. If you got any senses, you'll hightail it out of here too before whatever's living down in that mine comes for the rest of us. Terminal correspondence warehouse from Roger Spinhead to Julian Waltz. What's up, Julian? I finally managed to take a break. That freaking power complex, man, is killing me. All these outages, and all because Gallagher's too cheap to change our generator. Man, I can't wait to get out of this shithole. Speaking of it, any news from our friends, let me know. I'm already packed to go. Private log, Olivia Headland. Personal journal, Olivia Headland. Been a weird couple of days, lots of agitation in town. And speaking of odd, got my first gander at this Joseph everyone keeps talking about. Scuttlebutt says he's the man to save the town, but you wouldn't know it looking at him. He kept his face hidden, kinda. I wanted to approach him, but he wouldn't let anyone near. Looked crazed. At least, he did from what I could see, but he's not the first of that sort to blow into Dead Hills. Colony document shipping report. Shipping report, trade ID 2411, voyage 123E. Colony of load, NA. Colony of discharge, Dead Hills. Container contents, number, provenance. BK88A unknown. This is highly irregular, folks, but I'll prove it as long as we get a good price on whatever's inside. From Gallagher, the colony director. Private log, Ivan Forgill. Personal journal, Ivan Forgill. Gotta say that new animal doc of ours is a real class act. Wears a smile most days, which is more than I could say for the rest of the town. Even has one for me, would you believe it? And Lord knows that's hard to come by in this shithole. I would like to say, the doctor that he's talking about does make it till your team gets there, which is kind of cool, just saying. Terminal correspondent slaughterhouse, from Tijal Capita to Revenue Central Pharaoh Spire, and you will see that name a lot. I don't see any benefit to hiking the tax thresholds in Dead Hills. It might have seen an uptick in productivity right before the 77 uprising, but that's long since passed, and there's nothing left in that mine but dust and broken dreams. These folks are only hanging on because of their cattle. Besides, the profit margin is so low that it's hardly worth calling it profit. The kids are already working for next to nothing at the Adolvi dig site, just to keep their families afloat. Honestly, it'd be better if we forgot this place exists. Private log, Larry Miller. Personal journal, Deputy Larry Miller. Another exciting day to report. Who am I kidding? Nothing ever happens around here. Get up, patrol the supply port perimeter, roust a few drunks from the saloon, and watch the evening drag by. Hard to believe this place was hopping back in my grandfolks' day, or maybe they told those stories wrong. The uprising of 77 screwed us all. I'm going to burn down to nothing out here. Give it another couple years, and I'll be as empty-eyed as old Norman. Ain't the hills are dead around here, it's the people. We're all just waiting to die. Private log, Marie Bader. Personal journal, Marie Bader. God, why did I ever agree to take over the saloon? Sure, it made Dad happy, but the mine was already starting to run dry even then. Had it been a workable seam of Tremonite for nearly 20 years. About that time, that lady from Revenue came snooping around. Waylon Yutani hauled her ass out of here a year later, and damn near everyone with money followed out. Well, suit. Now, my only customers are bitter old drunks who don't pay their tabs unless I ask the sheriff to lean on them friendly-like. The only reason I don't close the shutters for good is the prospect of Dad turning in the shallow grave of his. And it's not like I ain't had offers. Had a fella in here just the other week talk about new opportunities out west. Smooth talker he was. But I wasn't born yesterday. Nothing gets you nothing, and all that jabber about a better life, right for the taking and whatnot, just sounded a mite too good to be true. The saloon ain't much, but it's a sure thing, and I don't owe nobody nothing but the time of day. Private log, Yan Copeland. Personal journal, Yan Copeland. Finally, a bit of excitement around here. Aisha's hooked up with a group from out of town, says they're looking to stick it to the corporation. And, you know, I'm down for that. Might check them out myself. Anything's better than telling dirt. Terminal correspondence, headquarters number 1, from Operations Clerk Jim DaCosta to Joseph. Clearance just came in to open up the old mine, had to bend a few rules to tell a couple of white lies to get it, but it'll be worth it in the end, right? You and me, we're going to bring hope back to Dead Hills. Thanks again for trusting me with this. I won't let you down. Terminal correspondence, Hunters. From Eva Larez to the Dead Hills Colony list. Excuse the intrusion, people, but someone has to speak up. Gallagher is completely overwhelmed by what's happened. I've been wailing Utani employee long enough to know that if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. We all have something we can use to kill that thing. Mining tools, knives, sharp sticks, whatever. Bring it all and join me near the old mine. We can do it. Private log, Julian Waltz. To Roger Spinhead. Good news, mate. The lunatics came clean. Turns out they had a few dollars left in their holy pockets. Change of plans, though, because I think Gallagher suspects something. If we won't leave this rock for good, we need to be extra careful with this job. You still got access to the transformer station? We need some place discreet. Cheers. As you can tell, they keep mentioning a place out west, and that would probably be a place that is connected later on, and this Joseph name keeps popping up as well. Now, this is the chart for Dead Hills that shows how the ones are connected, possible cultists, and random mentions along with their occupations and other minor details. I would like to say I know people are connected to this location or more is revealed throughout the game, but I'm treating this as a on-the-learn type of basis. So the further we go throughout the rest of the logs, there is where we're going to learn everything. And there's a lot of logs, like, honestly. You will see a lot of certain names pop up over and over. And once the series is done, if it does good, I will then go through all my graphs and connect every name that is connectable to all the places, which could mean over 80 different names on a single graph, breaking down from the top down. It would be a lot. It would be a lot. Anyways, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this. If you liked it, please give it a like. If you want to watch more, I got other videos. Put your comments below what you think and sub because, the algorithm. Thank you. Love yourselves. Be good to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye.